So I'm going to show you what we need to do here. That it's going to be a lot of work, but it's got to be done to be able to add more animals and shelters and pens and a few other things that we want to add to the homestead. So here goes. So we've got to do a little bit of cleanup. The last few years we've been kind of just picking stuff up here and there that was usable at the time, and some of it's gotten weathered and everything. Like, got a bunch of wood over here that was good 2x4s when we got it used, but now they're all warped and everything, so we got to go through that, get rid of it. And then I've got a bunch of scrap metal here that I need to get rid of, and trying to wait till scrap prices come up before I do that. But we're gonna go ahead and get it loaded up on the trailer and get it set to the side until they come up. That's what majority of this is scrap metal and just junk. We've got to get it cleaned up. This trailer here, I've got to move it for now, but it's going to be turned into a little utility trailer. It once was a pop-up camper. And then I've got this truck bed here that's been cut, that I'm going to turn into a bench. I've made one once before, but I need to finish that one up and get it set up over by the pool. We got all these wooden pallets we've got to take apart, use for my wife's shed to put up a pallet wall for her. It's her crafting shed is what it is, and she wants a pallet wall put up in there for a backdrop. Got these IBC totes, need to clean them up and get them going for water storage. Then I got this playhouse here that was supposed to be a gift, but they didn't want it, so I need to finish it up and put it out front so we can decorate it for the holidays. As you can tell, it's got junk in it. Got to get that cleaned up. Then we got more pallet wood, some broken cages. That one's a good cage though. Got some tin over here. Got some cedar logs, and you go through them, get rid of anything that's bad, and then some more tin back there and more wooden spools. Got some barn wood here that I'm going to try to save as much as possible, but we'll see once we get dug into it. Now over here we've got some Harbor Freight carports, the 10x20s. We had them set up, and we were going to put some tin on it, make a couple small barns out of it for the chickens and rabbits, but I think the weather had different plans for that. My rabbit tree, yeah, it's got scrap wood and pallet wood all over the place because, you know, you get to building cages and just putting stuff anywhere. We're running out of time. This was actually going to be my processing kitchen. I was going to put it here next to where all the animals were, but it's all got to come out because I don't like how it was turning out, and I don't like the placement of it. But most of the stuff that I've got here, it's all going to be changed. But we got to go through all this scrap tin for all the roofing projects that we put up for the shelters. And now that you've seen the crap side of our backyard, we're going to start cleaning it up and getting it all nice or for the new animals that we plan on getting. We plan on making our rabbitry better. We've got a shed coming next Friday that I've got to get a spot cleaned up for it, that we're going to put them in and have some outside cages for them. And then right next to them we're going to put the chickens, so they're still going to be pretty close together, but they're going to be on the opposite side of the yard. So they're over there right now, and then they're going to be over here behind the shed, the she shed, my wife's she shed. We're going to put another shed in right here. That way we can have the rabbits on this side over here where the snowmobile is right now. it's got to move too. I've got to get some parts ordered for it so I can get it going. And then anyways, we're going to put the shed here, and then probably on the other side of that trailer there, we're going to put a new chicken coop that we're going to use those canopies for. We're going to use those canopies, we're going to build a chicken coop, and then we're going to have a run off of it, because those, we're trying the free ranging right now, but for a while we were losing chickens left and right, and we didn't have a big enough run to keep every one of them in there. So we're gonna take that one down. Once we get the chicken coop put up over here, we're still going to continue to free range them. I'm going to feed them over here so they know where their food's going to be. And then once we get the coop built, we're going to tear that one down. We're going to take the fencing from it, plus fencing that we've got in the backyard by the pool that we use for quarantine chickens. We're going to take that fencing, and we're going to take the fencing off the chicken coop, and we're going to put it back here and make a bigger run so we can have more chickens in there. And then eventually we're going to have a big chicken barn put out here. We're going to start with a 40 by 40 and get it going. And we're going to have several different breeds put in there, and we're going to try to hatch some off and sell them. And then what eggs we can't put in our incubators, we're going to sell the eggs for eating eggs. But we're going to try to get chickens hatched out to where we could sell them and then raise them up for ourselves, and then we'll just self-sustaining flock is what we're going to try to do. And right next to that, we're going to put a barn for all the bigger animals. We're going to have some stalls in there for, eventually we're going to get goats and sheep, and I'd like to get a few more miniature zebus, and get a couple more miniature donkeys, maybe a miniature horse. And I kind of want to stick with the miniatures because we can run a little bit more with them in the front field than we could bigger animals. So I want to go with the miniature animals because, one, they're cute. My wife actually likes them. So, but once we're going to get a barn set up back here, and then we're going to fence off the rest over to the neighbor's fence line. Keep in mind, all this property back here belongs to my in-laws, including what we're on. But right now, we don't need to use it, but eventually we would like to be able to use it. We can use it, just not right now, because we don't have enough to keep it occupied. So he runs his cows on there part-time. So we'll get a barn. We got 50 foot that we're gonna expand back there. Then we're gonna, on the other side of the barn, we're gonna put a couple small pens for goats and sheep, and then have it to where they can go up to the front in the front field. We got a run on the side of the property here that we use to drive back and forth if we need to get to the back field. Of course, there's a gate right here to get to the back field, but if we're already working up front and we got to get to the back, we just go through the gate over there. There's just a little drive aisle over there. But and then eventually we're going to get pigs, hopefully soon. It all depends on how things work out this year, but we're going to put them over there where the canopies are all tore apart over there. We're going to put the pigs there, and then where the chickens and rabbits, they're also going to be right there. They're going to be somewhat close to the house, but we're going to try to get it to where they can have partial run of the front field. That way they have a little bit more area to run. And we're going to try to keep a male and a female, and we're going to try to keep self-sustaining livestock. You know, we'll have to trade out bucks or males and stuff like that. So, but for the most part, we'll be able to build up our herd and then, you know, get a new bloodline for the herd. But we've got a lot of projects, barely enough time. Stay tuned, and we'll get to start cleaning up here in a little bit. You guys be quiet. Thank you for watching our video. We got quite a bit done today. We got the scrap wood out of here, some pallet wood out of here. We got that trailer and the topper off out of here, and a bunch of scrap wood. We threw it on the pile over there to burn it once we get all this done. But thanks for sticking around, and hope you come back and see what else we got going on, whether it be cleaning up some more, bringing in the new shed, or doing another project. Please like and subscribe, and you'll see it come up in your news feed. God bless.